Good morning, you guys. I hope you all are off to a blessed and happy Sunday. um, I am back with another message from the Lord. Fire alarms went off again early this morning. Um, didn't release it because I wanted to meditate on it because I was halfway asleep and I was trying to make sure I was getting the message clearly because I was tired. So the first time it went off was at 12:15. 12:15 means to gather the people into public assembly. And then um, the second time the alarm went off, it was at 1:23. But 1:23 means beach or shore in the strong concordance. However, in the Hebrew concordance, it relates to the Red Sea. Then the alarm went off again at 1:28. And 1:28 means Ethiopian or black. And I was like, okay, God, I see where you're going with this. So God basically took my mind back to the story of Moses in the Red Sea. And if you are not aware, Moses was married to an Ethiopian woman, which was black. But the part of the story God wants me to tell you guys is that a lot of y'all are in bondage by a Pharaoh. And God is saying that y'all have no peace there. So God is going to lead you to a place of peace. Beach shore, God had took my mind back whenever I went horseback riding on the beach for my birthday. And it was before I got on the horse, or before it was time for us to start riding. Like, I went walking to the beach, I put my feet in the sand, and I was talking to God, and I was telling God how it was so pretty out there, and it was just amazing because a part of the beach that I was at, you could see the planes coming in and going out from the airport. And I never saw that in real person, like I saw that in the movies or whatever. And while I was talking to God was like, this is the life I want to give you, a life of peace, a life of rest. So y'all are in bondage by Pharaoh. Some of y'all are in bondage by Pharaohs, and y'all have no peace. So God is about to give you divine instructions, divine strategies. Like Moses, when Moses gathered the people, um, every time he gathered the people, he warned them and told them about the instructions and about the plagues and stuff that was coming and how to stay protected. Okay? God is going to give you guys instructions on how to stay protected in this hour. He's going to give you a way of escape in this hour. Be obedient. Do not be like the Israelites and start complaining and murmuring when stuff don't seem to make sense, because you would end up in a place of wilderness when God is trying to take you to your peaceful place. You got to understand, because the Israelites, they mumble and complain, they stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. They were not supposed to be there for 40 years, but they stayed there for 40 years because how they complain and stuff like that. So be mindful of the instructions that God is going to give you in this hour, and God is going to deal with your Pharaoh in this hour. If you know the story of Pharaoh, when God parted the Red Sea and he made it to where the people can walk on dry land. Excuse me, y'all. Where the people could walk on dry land to get to the other side. When God hardened Pharaoh's heart and Pharaoh tried to come after the people, the Red Sea swallowed him and his armies, killed him and his army. So that's why I said be very mindful, because God is taking you to a place of peace, but He's also going to use this too as a way for Him to conquer your enemies. So be obedient. He's trying to take you to a place of peace and rest, because a lot of y'all are in bondage by Pharaoh. And Pharaoh in this hour are reprobates, pretty much. And are reprobates. They are disobedient. Their heart is hardened against God. But you are going to see a lot of things happening, a lot of different plagues and different things happening. The first plague that God actually did in the Bible was when it came to Pharaoh, he turned the sea into the Red Sea. That was the first plague that he had did. When it came to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh just didn't want to let the people go. But God is about to take you from a place of bondage to a place of peace and rest. So be ready, be obedient in this hour. Listen and follow His instructions. He will give His instructions to you directly. You just need to fast and pray and seek God on what you need to do. But be obedient in this hour, okay? And I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed Sunday. And I will talk to you guys later.